it on the market that day, I want all the documentation signed. Like that one on Knollwood that I just listed a couple weeks ago, we had all the documentation signed in November. And then we got the painters in there and the carpet people in there, everything. But I knew I had that listing, and I was going to follow everything through until everything was completely ready for the market. So I'd rather go in and have everything taken care of and have everything signed and go back and put the sign up and take the pictures once they've done what they need to do.
And then you date it when you're ready to list it?
Yeah, when we put it on the
Now,
market.
do you do 8 months on your listing contract?
I fill everything out for a year now.
1 year.
Okay. And I let them know I have an easy exit, you know, and that's part of our listing presentation here is one of the biggest things that, you know, in the previous company I worked for, if you withdraw, if you expire, I'm in charge, which I would carry over to the seller. We don't do that here at Keller, you know, so we have an easy exit and we let everybody know that all you have to do is give me a call. If you're unhappy for any reason in listing period, I will do whatever I can to remedy it, maybe refer you to another agent within my company, and if not, it doesn't matter. Within 24 hours, you are off the market. So they're not as hesitant to sign a 12-month listing agreement. You know, some people say I want 6 months, and like if after 6 months you're not happy with my service and I haven't sold, then, you know, we can go through this easy exit. But I do 12 months because of the market and the absorption rate. I try and go by the absorption rate and then add a couple months because we don't know what's going to happen next week, next month, you know. And that just saves a lot of time. My pre-listing, or my listing packet, when I go over there, we have a seller survey. You guys can take a look at that if you want to pass it around. This one being attached. That's kind of a follow-up to the listing questionnaire I've already had them fill out, or I've already filled out over the phone. But that kind of gives them something to do while we're looking at the house.
Pretty much like Diane Kokoska does when she comes in.
What I pretty much mimic.
Is that how you do that?
Yeah, pretty much mimic. I've scaled down my listing presentation booklet to just cover the points of what's important in a seller's eyes. You know, selling us, where do buyers come from? Because I want to focus on my marketing. This is why I market where I market. Because they're not hiring me to place a sign in the yard, put a lockbox on. You know, I'm proactively marketing and prospecting, and this is how I do it. So I give them data on what I do. I explain to them all the marketing that we do, and then I show them examples of what our listings look like online compared to what somebody else's look like online. I'm not knocking anybody else. I'm just telling you how great I am.